Alrighty, good evening everyone. So some of you might have seen the commotion about a Bloodlust experiment this weekend. This is a quick video about it and what I think about the experiment, as well as discussing some really recent changes announced just today about some changes to the twins coming soon. So stay tuned. Okay, so firstly let's talk about Chapter 18 changes. So the devs seem to have noticed some of the flaws in the new killer on the PTB and have announced some changes to happen. This was literally about 2-3 hours ago. Some of the changes are very good for this killer, so let me just explain what we can expect to see. So firstly, the twins have had some significant changes to them ready for the live servers, and they've included things like a change to the map wide sound when Victor is released. They've also changed the whole let's kidnap Victor play that could be done by survivors. Now Victor can be recalled by Charlotte after he's been on a survivor for 45 seconds. Now the interesting thing with this, they've added two different plays. So firstly, you can see Victor's aura, so that's going to help you locate the kidnapping survivor and hunt him down, or you can just simply recall Victor back. Yes, it was becoming a bit of a meme, kidnapping the baby. That has had a stop put to it, so that's good because you were left with a killer that had no powers. They've added an add-on that will cause survivors to drop their items when pounced upon by Victor, but more importantly, they have increased Victor's movement speed while he is charging for a pounce. This was painfully slow in the PTB, and on some loops proved extremely difficult, so it's good to see that have amended this to reflect the problems we had on the PTB. The other important change to Victor is his lack of ability to interact with lockers. So basically, as soon as Victor was out, if you were next to a locker as a survivor, you'd just jump in it and Victor couldn't do nothing except stand there. The devs have listened and implemented a change that allows Victor to interact with a locker. This sounds like Victor can basically trap a survivor in a locker for a short time, which will allow you to switch to Charlotte and grab that survivor. If the survivor is not grabbed, they can break free, killing Victor, which basically means he's going to return him to Charlotte. The devs have also changed the exit gate mechanic, so when it came to Victor, because the idea was that survivors couldn't escape with Victor attached, and this was true, however, standing on the cusp of the exit and receiving a hit would basically knock you out of the trial and to safety. So this has been changed, so it's got a delay on it now where the exit gate will have that delay that allows for Charlotte to clean her weapon and then pick the survivor up. So this is great because it was simply broken before in the PTB. As well as the changes to killer, there's been some changes to some of the new perks, and this sees coup de grace lunges reduced from 60, 80 to 100 to 40, 50 and 60%. So they think it was pretty much overpowered, so they've reduced that. Appraisal has also been nerfed. So appraisal was the ability to rummage through a chest and get more items, so they've removed the ability to search a chest faster. You can only rummage now, but what you could do before was stack items from one chest. So if you had 3 tokens, you can get 4 items basically from that chest and have a nice stack of items just sat there. This has been stopped because the devs have changed the perk, so it only allows you to rummage one chest with 1 token, so you'd have to go find another chest to rummage at. That's the upcoming changes chapter 18 out the way. What do you guys think? Are you happy with the changes or not? Let me know below. Now for me personally, I'm happy with the changes. There were big flaws in this killer. The killer is fun to play, but it had flaws that could be exploited by a lot of the survivors. These changes have stopped that, so really well done for them doing that. Next thing you might not be aware of is the developers have announced an experiment this weekend to gather data with the switching off of Bloodlust. I'm going to try to take a balanced view of it from both survivors and killer side, but first let me explain what Bloodlust actually is. So Bloodlust was a mechanic in the game that basically increased the killer's movement speeds when you are in a prolonged chase. The speed boosts were plus 0.2 meters per second for 15 seconds chase, 0.4 for 30 seconds, and 0.6 meters per second for 45 seconds of chase. You did lose Bloodlust, however, when you hit a survivor or you broke a pallet. This has caused some mixed reaction in the community in regards to what are the devs up to. However, they have stated it's just an experiment. Now, usually when someone is experimenting, of course, we're going to think, what are they up to? So it's interesting to see what the next steps are in this. My thoughts are that Bloodlust was a patch to fix broken loops maps and basically unfair RNG for the survivors, where quite frankly the killer had no chance of catching them. Now a lot of the infinite loops are now gone, so do we still need this patch? Not sure. I played 10 games with a Legion, and out of those 10 games I reached Bloodlust 4 times in total, and the reason this happened was literally because I was at the end chasing one survivor, so I had nothing else to do besides chase a survivor until their basic impending doom. The bloodlust from a survivor's perspective could be annoying, especially at loops when killers could just keep chasing you around without breaking the pallet and catching you using bloodlust once it went up bloodlust 1, 2 and 3. Again, this only happened on a few occasions that I can remember, but will certainly be something I'll look out for. In my opinion, if you are chasing a survivor for 30 or 45 seconds without breaking a pallet or getting a hit, you need to call that chase off a long time ago. However, inexperienced killers might not know that. Will it affect gameplay at a higher level if bloodlust was removed? I don't believe it will for either survivor or the killer. However, I'm making this video without trialing it, so let me try it out over the weekend and we can discuss it in a future video to see how it went. I would be extremely keen to hear your thoughts on the matter and how you find this weekend from a survivor and the killer's perspective. So if you want, please feel free to comment or join my Discord server and let's have a discussion of your experiences after the weekend. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget, if you did, please give it a like. If you haven't already done so, then please consider pressing that subscribe button. It's completely free, and click that notification bell to be alerted when I release new videos. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.